Oh my god. Did I break it? When you walk away, you don't hear me say please. Oh baby, don't get simple. Tonight, it's hard to let go. When you walk away, you don't hear me say please. I look like a fugly potato. Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, welcome. My name is Kiarra, and on my channel I'll be posting videos like about my small business, about my podcast, just everyday vlogs, stuff, you know, being a mom, and also some gameplay of when I am playing Sims 4. So if any of that sounds like some stuff that you are interested in, just, you know, feel free to subscribe to my channel, stick around for more content, and let me know if you like what I'm doing. So today I really just wanted to talk about, I guess, how I continue to try to manage my business, being a now single mom, and also dealing with anxiety and depression. Honestly, it is extremely hard, especially when you're the only person that's doing everything. Like, I literally run everything for my business, you know. And then a lot of my stuff is handmade, so I make everything. I do all the advertising. I do everything for like social media posts, and I have to do it all. So it gets really hard, and especially now my daughter will be 2 in December, so she's just at that age to where, you know, she's getting taller, she can get into everything. And because I work with resin, I can't pour as much as I used to, because I just haven't had the space to be able to set up and close it off from her and keep her from getting to it. So it's been really hard. I actually shut my shop down for like a few months because I was just really overwhelmed with everything. And I'm still in the military. I'm an active duty soldier in the Army. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna try not to cry during this video, but I was extremely overwhelmed, and I feel like a lot of my anxiety and depression got the best of me. And especially when my child's father and I kind of start hitting a really rough patch, and I felt like I wasn't getting as much support as I needed, and my creativity and stuff was gone. I just shut my business down, and I thought about like not even opening it back up. And then especially when it went to me pretty much being the only one taking care of our daughter, I was like, I can't do this. You know, I can't, you know, be the mom that she needs me to be. And I can't run this business and take care of everyone. I don't have the help, and I don't have the support that I need. And I really psyched myself out pretty much. So I'm not even gonna lie, it was really hard to try to keep going. I was really backed up on orders and responding to people. And then, like I said, I deal with depression. So it just got to the point where at the end of the day, like once my daughter and stuff was taken care of, I felt so drained. I didn't have the energy to even think about Personals by Patrice. And it was really hard to finally get back to it. But now having a better, I guess, being able to take that time off and really, you know, get my feelings and stuff back right, talking to my mom, praying, having a good like group of friends and everything to talk to, it has made things not easier, but having someone that supports me, having that support system, that support group, it has truly helped. And they give me the encouragement to keep going. And also even like on social media, like all the people, like even though I wasn't actively making anything for Personals by Patrice and selling things, I still had so many people messaging me and liking my videos and sharing and like asking, oh, when are you going to start selling again? I want to place this in this order. And so that made me feel really good to know that there are people that were watching and waiting for me to start making stuff again. And that there are people that genuinely like the things that I create. And it just made me feel so good because that was my whole purpose, I guess, of my business. Like, it was more than just trying to make as much money as I can off of it. I genuinely love, that I'm crafty. I love being able to create things for people that make them smile and that make them happy. Like, I love when people come to me with a vision, like, hey, this is the pile of things that I want. And kind of give, especially the ones that give you the free range to kind of just do what I want. Like, they're like, these are my ideas, or these are some things that I want included, but other than that, you have free range. Those are my favorite orders to get because I can just go crazy. And I love getting the feedback from customers like, oh my God, it's perfect. You did everything that I wanted. So that's my favorite. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. But yeah, all of my followers and then like my family and friends that support me hard, that has made it like it set a fire under me. And then having my daughter and having younger siblings, but especially my little sister, I wanted to be able to show them, like, no matter what's going on, no matter what you're going through, if this is your dream, you can freaking do it. And it's not going to be easy. It's not all going to be peaches and cream. And you're going to have to work. You're going to have bad days, and you're going to have really, really, really great days. Like one of my TikTok videos that blew up, I think I did a video on it, but I was on such a high from that video. And then I feel like my world just kind of crashed down after that. Like everything just went to shit after that. And I got so depressed, and I just was trying to figure out what to do. So managing the business and like having my daughter pretty much full time and then adding the podcast into that, it's been a little hectic, but I feel like, I don't know, I've been trying to make like a schedule that works for me and with my daughter. And also something that I try to do is include her in a lot of things. So like if I'm sitting here writing notes or something, I'll pull out another notebook or like her coloring books or something. And I'm like, oh, you want to write with mommy? And that really helps because now instead of me just like, go away, Kaylee, whatever, she feels really, really included in what I'm doing. And instead of her just kind of like being in the way or whatever, she's just sitting at the desk with me and she's engaged or whatever. We're still doing things together. I pause, of course, here and there because she wants me to color on her paper or whatever she wants me to do. But I love it because it gives us that bonding time, that time to spend together. I'm able to still work, and I'm also able to, do things with her. And then she's still learning also at the same time. So it's all really great. Or like if I'm on my computer, maybe like editing my podcast video or something, or creating designs for t-shirts or something, I'll have my MacBook open and she'll be on there like typing like she's doing something. So it's little things because I can't always do everything while she's, asleep or taking a nap. Sometimes I have to get some of this work and stuff done while she's awake, while she's being active. So I've just try, molded little ways to incorporate her into some of my work and what I'm doing. And we can still have that time together and everything. So it's just, like I said, it's hard. It's really hard, especially with the toddler. They want your attention 24/7. They don't know anything about personal space. They don't care about personal space or what you have to do. So I feel like the best thing for me has just been figuring out a schedule of what works for me and Kaylee. And like more of a routine. That's the word I was looking for. Not schedule, just a routine. To make things run a little smoother. Like even when it comes to me having to clean up and stuff like that, I include her with everything. So it's, even if she's kind of in a way or whatever, she feels like she's helping and she's happy about it. So like she'll help me put dishes in the dishwasher, or attempt to help me take out the trash, which ends up being a 30-minute walk to the dumpster. But it's, I don't know, it's all really good things. It makes me feel great and it makes her really happy. So sometimes I genuinely feel like I'm not doing the best that I can as far as being a mom and trying to run a business that's going to be able to feed her and, get bills paid. But to see the smile on her face when we're just sitting down at the desk coloring, or when we're taking a break and we're eating our lunch and watching Coco Melon, like those are the highlights of my day. And those are just some of the things that keep me going and remind me of why I'm doing what it is that I'm doing. So that's that. I'm sorry. I feel like I went on a tangent. I hope that wasn't too much rambling. Um, and then another thing I wanted to talk about is why I guess started my own podcast. Something I've always wanted to do, like since I was a child, is be like a host on a radio show, because back then when I was a child, podcasts weren't a thing really. So I always wanted to be a host on a radio show. I never really knew how that worked or how to go about making that happen. And then now I started listening to podcasts maybe like 2 years ago or so. And I fell in love because I'm like, this is like my own little radio show. And I've been wanting to start a podcast for years. And I just never really knew. I kept trying to figure out like the perfect combination of what I was going to do. I kept trying to figure out like, oh, what is my topic going to be? And stuff like that. And for me, that's why I went with Anything Goes, a No Limits podcast, because my brain is always everywhere. So I was like, why not have a podcast that doesn't have to be centered around one topic? Like whoever said that you have to do just one thing. Like sometimes I want to talk about true crime. Sometimes I want to talk about how my daughter threw her lasagna on the floor last night. So it's just, that's why I did the Anything Goes, a No Limits podcast, because literally we can come here, we can talk about anything. It can be comedy, it can be something serious. We can talk about our favorite TV shows, parenting. So I felt like I wanted it to be like a round table for everyone that just has a scatterbrain like I do. And they're not just one topic. Like there's millions or I don't know how many podcasts, but there's a lot of podcasts out there that are just centered around one singular topic. And I just felt like, since this is my show and something that I wanted to use to reach out to people and then talk to other people and everything and have these discussions, I just didn't want to limit myself. And that's something ever since I was a child. I never liked, boundaries being set on what it is that I can and can't do. And that's one thing that I love with my mom. Like I've always wanted to be a radio show host. I've always wanted to design t-shirts and like jewelry and stuff. And my mom has been my biggest supporter. Every single time I told her like, Mom, I want to do this, she's like, all right, we got it. Like with my business, Personals by Patrice, I started out with absolutely nothing. I had no job, no money. I had just graduated high school, but I told my mom like, hey, I really want to make like phone cases and keychains. And every single week she would take me to Hobby Lobby and get me my stuff. And I think I was using just like a little table in my living room to work on, and that was it. It was a piano bench, like the bench that they actually sit on to play. That's what I was using to do any work. So I went from there to a floor like in the corner, and I was using a bunch of boxes as my tables. And now I have this setup, which is an actual desk and everything. And now my next move within the next 6 months, maybe, is having a full office space. So it's that's another reason why I do want to keep going. And that's another thing that encourages me to keep going, because I do have younger siblings. I do have my daughter, and I have other people that follow me on my platforms and stuff. And I just want to let them know that, like, you can absolutely do anything you set your mind to. And it's not always going to happen overnight. It's not always going to be easy, but you have to start somewhere, and you just keep building. You keep having that faith in yourself and telling yourself that, like, hey, I'm the shit and my business is going to take off. And if you keep telling yourself that and you keep believing that, and it doesn't even have to be business, anything that you're doing and trying to set your mind to, it can 100% happen. Like, I've just been watching myself slowly build up, and I always look back like, wow, if I had some of this motivation and knowledge that I have now back in 2014 when I first started, I wonder where my business would be today. But then it's like, I thank God for the journey that I've gone on with my business, all of the ups and the downs, the money loss, like everything, because I've learned so much that I've been able to put back into my businesses. And I've also gained that confidence to start doing more things, like branch out to the podcast, branch out to start creating designs, to actually start doing my t-shirts and the hoodies that I've always wanted to do. So that's just, it's great. And just working on manifestation, just telling myself like, hey, this time next year, this is how much I want to be making. This is how many followers I want to have. This is how many people that I want to have working for me. Like, you just have to manifest it, and you have to claim that. And, the devil, he tried to creep in because he be being busy. And I'd be like, devil, back up. You're not going to take this from me. You've been trying to steal my joy, devil, and you've been real close. You've been real close, but not this time. Not this time. I have plans. I have dreams, and I'm quite frankly not going to stop until I get there. My dream is, right now, my goal is to start slowly having some of the things like t-shirts and like the keychains and stuff that I make, start putting it in like local shops and just testing it out. And eventually I want my own storefront, and I'm going to get it. This is stuff when I look back in old journals and like sketchbooks, I've literally been dreaming about this since a child. And it's like, I'm not going to give up on it. I've had so many people tell me to like think realistically. You need something that's going to support you and support your family. And I'm like, what's not realistic about running my own business? Why can't that be realistic? And that's a message that I want people to stop spreading to children, that running our own business or doing a business that's already been done, that you can't do that. Like, why not? How many shoe companies are out there? How many clothing companies are out there? How many people are making jewelry? A lot. Is that taken away from them? No. They just need to learn how they're going to differentiate themselves from the other companies and how they're going to make their business work for them. And that's how I've always been. I've always had people telling me that, oh, you need to go and get you a regular 9-to-5 or get this college degree. Like, when I went to start going for graphic design, I had so many people like, why would you want to do that? Why won't you do like accounting or something? Like, because that's not what I want to do. I want to chase my freaking dreams. And I don't know. I refuse to let anyone put a limit on my dreams and my goals and tell me that I'm not being realistic about wanting to be my own boss and run a business. It's insane to me. But I'm sorry, another tangent. But I had to get that out there. Like, I don't know. These are just some of the things I was thinking about, like on my way home from work. And I was like, I'm going to make this video and post, because I haven't posted a video of myself in a while, because I usually look like a potato and I hate the glare on my glasses, but I don't feel like putting my contacts in. So hello. Hi, glare. How you doing? But like I said, these are some things that I was thinking about in my car. And I was like, I have to sit down and make this video, because I know I'm not the only one that's feeling this way. I know I'm not the only single parent out here trying to make shit work and get their business off the ground. And I know I'm not the only one that lacks that motivation sometimes, that gets down because they feel like things aren't moving the way that they want them to move. Like, I know I'm not the only one. And it's okay to feel like that. It's okay to be angry and everything, but just keep going. Like, keep going. And it's okay to take a break sometimes. Sometimes you need that break to decompress, and that's fine because you don't want to explode. I got to the point to where I couldn't take it anymore and I exploded. I was just working, 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 mom. There was never any time that I set aside just for myself to relax for a few minutes, to take a bubble bath. So I also learned you just have to have that balance, and that's going to make things run so much smoother, and not being afraid to ask for help. A lot of my friends really don't know anything about like what I'm doing as far as the resin and creating things. But like I have my best friend who helps out with, like design choices or testing out my products to make sure that they will hold up and stand the test of time. I have my mom that throws me all these type of ideas and inspiration for designs. And it's just, I don't know, I really love it. I have my brother that helps out as far as like pricing. And like stuff like that on more of the just strictly business side because he's extremely business minded. I have friends and family that are helping out with the podcast, thinking of topics, wanting to hop on there. So it's like, don't be afraid to ask for help. You're never in anything alone. Reach out, join networks. I've joined so many, craft groups like on Facebook, podcast networks. Like there's all types of stuff, especially now with social media and just the internet being such a big thing. It's really easy to find a group, a support group, full of people that are right where you are or that have been where you are, that are willing to help, that are willing to try to give you these resources and help you succeed. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm a business owner that I want to see everyone succeed. Like, it's enough room out here for all of us to win. And I'm not the one that's like, oh, I'm not going to tell them how I did this or whatever. Now, I'm not going to give you the answer to the test. I can't do that because you have to work for it. You have to work and you have to figure out also what works best for you. But if I can give you a solid study guide on some of the things that I did and wasted my time on and try to help you avoid that, then I'm going to do that. I'm going to try my best. I'm no business professional or whatever, like startup business. I don't know what the fuck it's called. But if I can help other people to just avoid some of the mistakes that I made, then I'm 100% willing to do that. And like, I want to I want people to know, like, don't second guess yourself. Don't second guess yourself. Don't think, oh, because I'm a single mom, I can't do it, or a single parent, I can't do this on my own or whatever. Like, you're not on your own. Find a network, find you a good support group, even if it's social media friends or whatever. Like, some of the people and some of my followers that I have met through social media have been some of the best. Just encouragement and everything like that. Like, it's amazing. So set your mind to what it is that you're trying to do and keep going after it. I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to my retainers. I'm just getting some new ones and they have me talking like a weirdo. So that's that. But I am done ranting and raving and babbling on. I really didn't want this video to be that long. I just wanted to do something quick before I had to go and pick Kaylee up from daycare. But like I said, these thoughts, they were in my head and I needed to get them out. And I also wanted to make some content because I'm coming back with a vengeance. I have some goals that I have set for myself. And I don't know. I have a really good feeling, y'all. Like, I've been really down. I've been really depressed. But I've been praying a lot and just asking God for the guidance and the strength. And I'm just feeling really good about this new season that's coming for, my family and for our businesses and our accomplishments and stuff. So sorry if that was long-winded. All of my videos are not like that because I don't even like being in front of the camera like that. But if you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if there's any other type of content that you would like to see from me, whether it be business related, parent related, or The Sims 4 related, let me know down in the comments below. I would love to try to make any of that content happen for you guys. And until next time, bye.